afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side of life on your number one talk news and sports radio station here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, Info FM. 24 minutes gone past 12. I am Gabriella. You already know that, don't you? Anyway, we get a kickstart conversation today. It's the 7th day, by the way, in the month of September. And I'm so excited that we have the opportunity to do life. You know, that is something that we ought to be grateful for at every single break of dawn, that you have yet another day to do life, to breathe and exist in the world. But as all things, so does life in itself come to an end. But it seems that some people are looking for ways to ensure life in humanity does not end. Well, Jeff Bezos is looking to fund anti-aging technology to help humans live forever. We'll talk about that shortly. At 1 o'clock, the news update, and right after Connected Development takes us to 1:30, but we'll bring you his story. 2 p.m., the news update. It's a Tuesday, so I'll be joined by architect Ebi Posimo on Architect's World.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
So the world's richest man right now, Jeff Bezos, is reportedly investing in anti-aging technology that could extend the average human lifespan by up to 50 years. Since quitting his job as Amazon CEO, he's flown to space with his company. Remember, we had that conversation a couple of months ago, I believe, Blue Origin, his company. And now it seems he wants to, as well as prolong his retirement for as long as possible. He's said to be, one of the several billionaire investors in Altos Labs. It's a Silicon Valley tech firm that is working on experimental and potentially dangerous new life extension technologies. Now, this new company has hired, according to reports, dozens and dozens of smart heads from top universities across the world to research how cells in the body age and how to reverse that process. And this reprogramming technology, as it were, is aiming to return normal cells to a primitive stem cell state. That is how cells act when someone is first born, in a newborn, in order to heal and regenerate. So what they're trying to do is allow for cells to get in a cycle, so they live full term to old age and come back to how the cells are when a child is born. That is crazy, isn't it? Well, among those hired, according to reports, is Spanish scientist Juan Carlos. He is infamous for his controversial work on mixing human and monkey embryos. If you look him up, might find quite interesting what you see about him. He also predicts that he will be able to lift our life expectancy as humans by 50 years. That means if you could potentially live for 100 years, you could live for 150. If you could live for 80, you could live 130 by 50 years. Now, when he tested his findings on the live mice, he's actually conducted some testings already, reports obviously show. These mice, they actually showed signs of age reversal. However, some mice developed tumors, deadly tumors, I dare say. And the tumors were called teratomas. You can look that up as well. But he's hoping to now further this research and other research until it can reverse aging in every part of the body. But it may take decades before the technologies are fit for human trials. It may take 10 years, 20 years, 30. We'll never know. So this is the reports going round right now, as it were, that, we have the potential to live for up to as long as we want. For up to as long as we could ever want. So the big question I want to ask you on this hour is, if you had the ability to choose, tell me, would you choose to live forever? If you actually could, if scientists wake up and say, you know what, there is a potion you have to take or a medical procedure you have to go through, but if you go through that procedure, you can live forever, you will never die, would you take up that offer? That's the question on this hour. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or the female caller line 0817-923-0009.
Different ideologies.
And different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Zero 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009. Good afternoon, Ida.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If you have opportunity to buy more long life than we buy. If there is a life now, who buy life?
But the question is, would you buy life if you could?
I will buy life stay forever. I'm enjoying myself. Myself, you go to hospital, you will live out of trouble and out of maybe fight and every other thing. So if I have opportunity, if scientists bring out something that will buy to make us stay longer, to stay forever myself, I will buy. Me, only me will buy. I love enjoyment. Thank you very much.
You love enjoyment. Who doesn't, Ida? Thank you very much for that. Allah is calling from Urebe. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. It's a wonderful message. It's an antioxidant, the age-defying oxidant. There are drugs like that from Patrobotio on CBN. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, but if I have the opportunity, I wouldn't like to live forever. Why will you live forever? What will you be living to do? Assuming you live 150 years, 200 years, what will you be living to do? You know. So I wouldn't prefer that option to live forever. But I like the idea, the notion to extend life to live.
Okay.
To at least 130, 140 years. In China, or other Asian country, one of these nations, that they are producing these drugs, these age-defying drugs. Women today are living 130 years, and they are taking suicide drugs to die. You know, the drugs are there. If you take them, you will live extensively enough that you bet to die. You know, humans are never satisfied, they're never exhausted in anything. But like economics, we have the innate ability to demand for more, to desire for more, to search for more. But it cannot be satisfied. Man's wants are insatiable. So if even we tend to live forever, prerogative is of God. You will not rule out that prerogative if you want to discuss this issue of life. The issue of life's prerogative is for God alone and not man. Thank you.
Okay, Allah, thank you very much. I wonder what Walter thinks. Walter is calling from Ukwoku. Good afternoon, Walter.
Good afternoon, Gabby.
Good afternoon.
How does it work?
Very well. How are you?
You see, those scientists, it's like they want to challenge our Creator. It's only God that gives life. He gives everlasting life. What do you think? How do you think that human being can artificially say, I will make life? It's not possible, and it's not going to be possible. And once they try it, you will see that thunder will go on them.
What thunder, please? The one from a village.
So, but you see, what we eat makes us live long and longer. Like in those days, when we don't have all these fertilizer foods, we eat this and that. Our parents, those we know, they were older, some close to 130, 140, 150. But because of the things we eat these days, we cannot get to those age again. So, for somebody to come up tomorrow and decide to say, you will live forever, I think the person wants to challenge God. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Walter, for your thoughts. He says thunder. Thunder will fire them. Mr. Zion, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gabby.
Good afternoon.
Well, it may be science invention, but I know they will not succeed. This one will not succeed.
Tell me why you think it will not succeed.
And verse 27. It is appointed unto man once to die. The truth is this. For you to live long, you are even hurting yourself.
Really?
I'm telling you the truth. Go around and ask some elderly people that are above 100 years. You will see the agony. You will see they are no longer satisfied with life anymore. Sometimes last year, I was privileged to go bury a grandmother, great-grandmother, somebody that was impacted a lot. From Ichie, Egui to be precise. The woman is about 126 years old. To a point, according to those who were with her, she was challenging death. Death, come and take me. She was even challenging God. Are you afraid to kill me? I want to die. She had sons and daughters that are even old. I was privileged to see them. And one of her daughters died. And she was so grieved. God, come and kill me. Leave my children alone. How old are the children? 80-something. The last born is 78 years old. For you to live that extent, what are you looking for? Now somebody say, I want my science, I want to go study to live long. The man is afraid to die. Whereas death gives us a privilege to regenerate again. Look at yam or go and ask agriculturists. They will tell you that when you plant a seed, the seed will die, thereafter it germinates. So if you don't die, how can you germinate? How can you regenerate? How can you make impact? Let me be honest to you. Sometimes if I look at my life, I say, Obocho say you never died before, wake up again somewhere by reincarnation, or regenerated in some way or the other. We need to make impact. And people who make impact in life today are people that have been regenerated. So for science or any man to say you want to create an invention where somebody will live long or live forever, is only.
Oh dear, Mrs. Iron, apologize for that. Reginald from Chococho, good afternoon.
Good Yes, Gabriella, afternoon.
Good afternoon, Reginald.
Yes, let me hear that if I have my way to die life, I can die life.
You will?
In order to live longer. But I still want to remind us here that some people are also dying life. How do I say so? Some people travel all the way from here to UK, to India and Canada and all the rest, and spend huge amount of money in order to get medical care.
But that's not buying life, is it?
Keep their life extended. So if they don't have the money, they wouldn't be able to afford that. And some people have died as a result of not having money to take care of. There are some people who are in a very terrible condition, health challenges, that if they had money, they would have been traveling abroad in order to get the best medical care. But because of the money they don't have. So, lots of people are struggling to keep their life more extended with their money. Some people are still using their own money to buy life, okay, in order to join. Just by the fact that it is God that gives life. That's my position.
All right, thank you very much, Reginald. Wisdom from Stadium Road. Oh, dear, apologies, Wisdom. Do also call me back. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009. We're also on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. You can send your comments on there as well as on Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook, by the way, so you can watch us as you drop a comment at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On Facebook, Onye Ume says yes, so obviously Onye wants to live forever. And well, Zemoye says, the way I'm seeing this world, I'm scared of the world's religion. The whole religion thing is not just a fable. If humans can think this way now, what are we going to do 200 years from now? Good question. I wonder what, I've always wondered, what would life be like in 200 years? So in the year 2300, for instance, what would life be like? Would life still be, the way we know it to be today? Or things have, maybe then people will begin to fly or something, I don't know. That thought always shakes my mind up. Kelvin is calling from Ahoda. Good afternoon, Kelvin. Oh dear, whatever happened? Good afternoon, Ugo from Artillery.
Okay, afternoon.
Good afternoon. How's Artillery this afternoon?
Very good, thank God.
Go ahead.
Okay, concerning the topic on ground, there's something I want to say. And it's related to the Bible. God said, let us make man in our own image after our likeness. And God said that they will have dominion over the earth and the living things. It's like I'm having a feedback. It's disturbing me.
Your radio is on up, I guess.
No. I don't have radio.
Okay, go ahead then.
Okay. So.
Oh dear. Something must have been interfering with your call, Ugo. Anyway, do also call me back. On Facebook, Patrick Ibrahimovic says, wow, money and science wants to bring an end to humanity. As Christians, we believed that we live or die according to God's timetable. But if humans can change God's timetable, then there is no God. Good luck to the scientists, Patrick says. I wonder what religion has got to do with this, by the way. I really wonder why we're going that direction. Anyway, Felicia Deary, still on Facebook, says, is it only old age that kills? God is still God. Yeah, that's another thing. So if, let's assume that this idea by these scientists is something that has potential to happen, to work in the next couple of years, does it make a person immune to dying from other means, like an ailment, accidents, any other kind of killings or whatever sorts? So if they actually succeed with this research, to ensure that the human cells, the cells that make up a human body, can live forever, does it make you immune to gunshots or to, life-threatening ailments? I wonder. I really don't know. I really don't know. I wonder. I really wonder. Good afternoon. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Bright.
Go ahead, Bright.
Yes, I want to ask a question. This drug, if you take it, what if you have an accident? What will happen?
That's the question I just asked right now, So we don't know if this actually works, if this research does work. Would it make humans immune to dying by one ailment or sickness or by accident or by gunshots? We don't know.
Or maybe you have something that is a life-threatening to protect you from it.
We don't know.
All right. This world is really turning to something else. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Galio is calling from Igboeche. Good afternoon, Galio.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Based on this conversation we are having, I wonder why human beings want to live forever. Let's leave religion apart of this. Can you ever tell me the tree that I will live forever? Every other thing, when God created them, they stay and they go back. And how a human being wants to live forever? For me, if I live 80, 90, it's okay. Whether the thing is available, I won't take it.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go on.
Yes. So it is not right for scientists to begin to think on how to give a medicine that will make a man to live forever. Let them think of something that will be better for any other thing, not to make somebody live forever, because me, I believe it will not work.
All right, Galio, thank you very much for your thoughts.
Yeah.
All right, let's take some comments on WhatsApp. We have about 10 minutes left for this conversation. Then I'll obviously say what I have to say. I've got something I really need to share. Anyway, this comment says, there is no technology that will make humans live forever. Even if they come up with a technology that will make man live up to 200, 300 years at this time, it is still meaningless, because in Bible time, men lived up to 800 years. This message from Newton Ekere says, Gabby, good afternoon. This life no balance at all. Even Zion that quoted the Bible believes in reincarnation. This life no balance at all. Greet Zion for me. Mr. Zion, Newton Ekere says hi. This here says, religion has completely destroyed this nation. People are using their brains given to them by God to make life more meaningful and longer lasting. Some Nigerians are accusing them of challenging God because they are God's spokesperson. Any technology that leads to the betterment of the society is absolutely welcome. Simple. That's from Profi Dada. Well, here's the question, Profi Dada. How certain are you that if people could live forever, it would make our society better? Think about it. Think about our past leaders. Think about, think about Osama bin Laden, for instance. Think about Hitler. Think about later Bacha, for instance. Think about all these people that were who were brutes, in position while they were governing and ruling the respective nations. Think about these people, and if really people could live forever, that means Hitler will still be alive today, maybe causing more mayhem. That means Osama bin Laden will still be alive. That means a lot of other people will still be alive. Think about that possibility. Does it really make society better if people could live forever? Daniel is calling from Ugboba. Good afternoon, Daniel.
Okay, good day.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let me make a contribution. We are looking at it from God's perspective, because God's word controls the world. In the beginning, God. A point came in Genesis 11 when man wanted to build the Tower of Babel. it wasn't God's plan for them. He wanted them to go and multiply, but they wanted to build to go and see God, and that was not God's agenda. So anything that negates, that fights against God's principle, it is not going to work well, because it's appointed to every man wants to die after this judgment. So, and secondly, if somebody lives more than necessary, because I want to believe that the age of Methuselah will have nothing to do with Solomon's wisdom. Jesus lived 3.5 years, and the impact we are not going to recover till Jesus comes. So it's not the duration, it's the donation. What impact are we making?
Preach it.
With a few time we live, what impact? Some people will live without. Some people will live and leave impact and engrave their mind, their names in the heart of people. Why people will just build monuments for themselves, whereas they didn't make much impact. So, henceforth, we should say the next few years I have to live, let me make monumental impact that generation yet unborn will be grateful that I walk through this planet Earth. So whatever mistakes we have made in the past, henceforth, we should be intentional to do things that will make God happy and be a blessing to humanity. Thank you. I'm Daniel Fonobong Executive.
Daniel, thank you so much for your thoughts. Let's speak to Emmanuel from Rumulumini. Good afternoon, Emmanuel.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon.
Pardon. My take on this is very simple. Only the ideology or the technology for man to live together is a sign that this very generation has come to an end to a very large extent. Why do I say so? Sovereignty of a nation can never be challenged by any other nation. That is how it is with the sovereignty of God. That can never, no matter the application, patents or whatever that you have on earth, there is a limit mankind can stay there on earth. A man created by God cannot thwart that rule, whether you believe in reincarnation or whatever. We don't even have the power. So it can't even be imagined. But if it's being imagined, that is to say that this generation is close to an end. Thank you.
All right, Emmanuel. Thank you very much for your thoughts. Let's take some comments on WhatsApp and perhaps wrap the conversation up. 0809-030-6416. That is the WhatsApp number. 0809-030-6416. So on WhatsApp, Marley from Transimati says, so many things life can change, but there are some things that can never change. All right, let's see. Jonah Ahamefuli from Omuma says, there's reincarnation according to nature. It's impossible for man to live forever. What is the concept of reincarnation is not particularly the same as one's ability to live forever. As a matter of fact, for a person to live forever, that ability will negate the idea and the entire essence of reincarnation. Because, I mean, if you never die, then you cannot reincarnate because you're still alive, literally. So, yeah. Let's see. Chima from Ada George, I'll get to you in a minute. Hi, Gabby. Religion has everything to do with this issue because God created life and you can hardly extend what you did not create. Only the source, creator, and sustainer of life has the power to extend life and give humans not longer life but everlasting life. Again, those scientists carrying out that research, how certain are they about their own lives? So here's a question. I'm not sure what your name is. There's no name in this message, but you talk about everlasting life. Obviously, in Christianity, God promises, the Bible promises everlasting life. But how about, what if, I'm just asking, what if everlasting life is actually possible here on earth? What if? Good afternoon, Chima.
Hello, good afternoon, Gabby.
Good afternoon. You're my final caller.
Yeah, Gabby, I think what the man is coming up with is already existing. We have it already. There are some things that will make you to live longer. It is there already. So it's not a new thing. You understand? So when people are arguing with it, I see it as not a new thing. But the most important thing, the most fact that inevitable is man must definitely die. You understand? Because it does not matter how long somebody lives, but what matters the impact of what individual has actually made. Even some people, there are some people, these are our old age mothers and their fathers, that sometimes they will age up to the extent they will no longer be comfortable. You understand? You can attest to that. If anybody can attest to that, have to be corrected anyway, because the ones that come in contact with, sometimes they find it, they are no longer comfortable. They are not happy again, because when there is to an extent that one will age, even the food you eat is no longer sweet as it used to be. So I don't think such a thing is good for somebody to live forever. You can't live forever at all. It can never happen. But what matters is there are some food you will eat that will make you live longer. That one is there. But you cannot live forever. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Shima, for your thoughts. So, yes, we're open to the idea of living longer, but not forever. Okay. So we can live longer. All right, I get that. Few comments left on WhatsApp, and then we'll wrap the conversation up at this point. Let's see. Everlasting life is possible, and I'm glad you believe that. God cannot lie. Life is boring when you are idle. That's also from the anonymous message. Round face from Umwekin, it says, good afternoon, Gary. If people could live forever, that means that the world will not contain everybody. If I'm given the opportunity to live forever, I would gladly do as long as I will not be weak and sick as a result of old age. You see, that's another problem. If people live forever, that means no one is ever going to die. Eventually, the world will not be able to accommodate the number of humans existing on Earth, because we keep reproducing. Children are born every day. If children are born every day and nobody's dying, we might have to go look for another planet to accommodate us all. Can't take any more messages. 1 o'clock happens in 3 minutes. The news update, and right after, Connected Development.